with the newly developed V-Strom 800DE, Suzuki is attacking in the popular category of mid-range enduros. For €11,500, the buyer gets a well-equipped and well-functioning machine that does not shy away from longer off-road use. Jan and Dietmar explored how it drives and feels during an extensive test drive. The new V-Strom 800 is a great motorcycle. It's really a full-blown machine with a corresponding weight of 230 kilograms ready to drive. It is available in 3 colors, gray, yellow and black, and costs €11,500. The wire rims are either gold or black depending on the color, very chic. Some romantics want to say that the new V-Strom is similar to the blessed Dr. Big 800 from the 90s because of the duckbill. Incidentally, the name suffix DE stands for Dual Explorer, which is intended to underline the off-road capability of the new machine with the 21-inch rim at the front. There is now a large selection in the Suzuki Travel Enduro program. The V-Strom 650 is available in several variants as well as the 1050. These two models still have the V2 engine. In contrast, the V-Strom 800 comes with a completely newly developed inline twin. Due to its generous dimensions, it sits extremely comfortably on the new V-Strom 800DE. The driver and front passenger have plenty of space, and the pillion passenger will find reasonable grab handles. The seating position for both is also very comfortable and upright, so long tours should not be a problem. The knee angle is not too sharp, the foot pegs are not too high, that's how we like it. The cockpit is dominated by a new 5-inch TFT color display. It is perfectly readable and displays the information either in white or black thanks to the brightness sensor. Strangely enough, Suzuki does not have a handy connect function, but that doesn't bother us. Instead of the usual driving modes, the driver can adjust the traction control, engine mapping and ABS mode while driving at the touch of a button. The traction control knows the gravel setting, which allows a slight slip of the rear wheel just right for beautiful drifts off-road. The operation is very simple and succeeds even without looking at the manual. A quick shifter is on board as standard, but Suzuki has unfortunately forgotten cruise control. The lighting comes completely in LED technology, including the indicators. The low beam and high beam stacked on top of each other may be a little polarizing, but it has character in our opinion. This machine is immediately recognizable as a Suzuki and does not look as soft-sucked as some competitors.
Drei, zwei, eins, ab geht der Fuchs. Oh. 3, 2, 1. Ja. Oh, und da.
The sound of the V-Strom is unspectacular. The stationary noise is a friendly 84 dBA and the sound characteristics are not brushed for riot. The huge muffler is typical Suzuki, but probably not everyone's cup of tea. The real V models sound a bit crisper to our ears, but the new inline twin has a 270-degree crank pin offset and therefore sounds a little like V2 and bangs casually. Optics, sound, seating position, so far everything is okay, then it's time to hit the road. The V-Strom 800 has a large 21-inch front wheel, but this does not detract from the maneuverability. It's not a curve robber a la Street Fighter, but it can be directed into curves easily and without effort and keeps its line there very passively. Thanks to the wide handlebars and the elevated seating position, it all feels very confident. By the way, there are also benches with 835mm and 885mm for about €185 in the accessories, so if you can't cope with the standard seat height of 855mm, you also have appropriate alternatives. The chassis and brakes of the V-Strom 800D are simple but okay. The Showa USD fork is adjustable and the central shock absorber, also from Showa, is also conveniently hydraulically adjustable and spring preload by handwheel. The machine has decent travel of 220mm and cuts a fine figure both on and off-road. Standing up looks harmonious and, despite the weight, the V-Strom looks quite playful and easy to control. By the way, Dunlop Trailmax tires are used on the pretty wire-spoke rims, which were specially developed for the new V-Strom D and harmonize accordingly well with the bike. We don't think the axially bolted front brake is quite as great. There is a bit of a lack of feedback and you have to use some hand power for a strong delay. But we like the quickshifter all the better. It reacts promptly and upwards without much pressure. It jerks a bit downwards, but in general the QA works really well. The windshield is okay. Unfortunately the windshield can only be adjusted by about 3 cm with tools. It is a small rally disc that is well suited for off-road rides. If you need all-round wind protection, you should mount a larger windshield. And now finally to the gem of the engine, the 776 cubic centimeters inline twin is a stunner. It's hard to believe that only 84 horsepower or 78 Newton meters are supposed to be at the start here. The machine willingly goes forward and the pressure from 3000 rpm hears and does not stop until the speed limiter intervenes at about 10,000 rpm. You can also see it in the acceleration and torque values. The machine sprints from 0 to 100 km per hour in less than 4 seconds and the pulling test from 60 to 100 km per hour in 5th gear succeeds in just over 3 seconds. These are good values in themselves, but in the saddle of the V-Strom 800 the whole thing feels even stronger. Elasticity, load changes, constant jerks, etc., everything is great. Here Suzuki has really developed a hammer engine. Service and warranty at Suzuki are still 12,000 kilometers, or once a year, and 2 years. We see the following bikes as competitors: Yamaha Tenere S700, KTM 790 Adventure, Aprilia Touareg 660 and of course the Honda Transalp 750, which is also new. The Suzuki V-Strom 800D does not have to hide from the competition in terms of price either. The new Suzuki V-Strom 800D offers a whole lot of motorcycle and a lot of driving fun for €11,500. It is well equipped, all-terrain and looks high quality. There are very few points of criticism and, above all, the engine convinced us 100%.